business has given me confidence. I've always looked and acted as if I have confidence, but that really couldn't be further from the truth. And those of you that know me know that this is completely out of my comfort zone. That's why my husband and my girls have travelled here today to support me. Whew. I don't know whose teeth these are. They're not mine. Whew. I've got so much better, but I think that comes with age. I was 50 last Thursday. It feels good to force yourself into situations that make you feel uncomfortable, because that's where the magic happens, right? So I'm sure I'm going to feel brilliant after today. So my background. I grew up and worked in Perth, and I left school at 17 and joined Nationwide Building Society, where I served the public for 13 years, and I loved it. I'm sure that's where I got my customer service skills from. I met my husband, Gavin, at 16. We were in a big group, but we lost touch, and he got engaged to someone else. And I got married to someone else. And here is me with my gorgeous bridesmaid on the right here, Linda Cooper. When we were 19 years old, we've been friends for 35 years. Remember her name, because I'm going to get back to her. Anyway, that marriage broke down due to me feeding him Findus crispy pancakes every night for 3.5 years on rotation. I was only 19. Well, I went on to kiss hundreds of frogs until I met up with my prince again. And at 27, Gavin and I started going out with each other again. Again? No, for the first time. We said if we weren't married by the time we were 30, we would just marry each other. So we did, and the rest is history. And this is our home, and that's Gavin and I in 1995, and that's us now. So I tried and tried and tried to be a good tatty farmer's wife, to produce a boy for him. But I got 3 girls, and we wouldn't change it for the world. Katie, 19, Lucy, 17, and Holly, 14. And here is my life right there, including my dog and my beautiful girls. We were bought out of the farm because he didn't produce a boy. But it takes a real man to produce a girl, and that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. So we were bought out of the farm, and we were given our beautiful house to live in for the rest of our lives. We were given money. We were given land. How lucky were we? We've had an amazing, idyllic life in the country for the last 22 years, and I was fortunate enough to have 10 years off to look after my girls. We never missed a thing. We were at every sports, every school show, and when they were off sick, I was always there for them, and we've been able to educate them privately too. So here they are. My daughter, Katie, is now at Edinburgh University, and that's her with her soup and her aloe to get her through Freshers Week. It really has helped keep her. But these girls, they don't want for anything, but they are made to work every single July. Rain, hail or shine, roguing tatties. Now, if you don't know what roguing tatties is, they have to walk up and down the fields for 8 hours a day, taking out varieties that don't belong to the field and taking out the rot, and it's horrible work. They love it, don't you? Sometimes. But when their friends are out having fun, they're not allowed a day off. They're made to work. But it's given them a good work ethic. And they now equate to buying something in a shop. That took 3 hours in a field to pay for those jeans. So it really has shown them about money. So, after 10 years immersed in nappies, breastfeeding, shopping, lunches, coffees, diamonds, clothes, shoes and handbags, having not worked for any of it and being spoiled, it was payback time. There is nothing clever about spending an inheritance. It was time to get back to work and find me. I still have all these things, but I paid for them because that's the way I was brought up. I've been a photographer now for 9 years, and I take photographs of children for Tempest. I take my fab with me. And my husband is an antique dealer, and we rent properties, and we basically live the dream. So why would I do this business? I've got no time, I've got a job, I've got money, and I have an amazing lifestyle. So why would you approach me? Well, I can tell you I wasn't happy when my best friend at the time was taken away with Manda Hilliard and her cult. And I was so rude at her first launch, sitting with my arms folded. I'm sure they made a voodoo doll of me, though, because I ended up in hospital with an asthma attack. I came out with boxes of steroids, inhalers. It was time to start looking after myself. I was going to be on this gel for the rest of my life, so I needed to join the business and get the discount for my friends and family, and that was 4 years ago. Tomorrow. Very, very quickly, though, I've built a fantastic retail business, and I've done 4 to 10 CCs every month on the first few days of the month for the last 4 years, because that's what I was coached to do, and I did it. I've already done 6 CCs this month so far. As my confidence grew, I started team building, and this is my very first team member, our Gordon, a family friend of the Morrises for 30 years. He is the most amazing, annoying, kind, frustrating, fantastic, uncoachable man you will ever meet. Between us, we retailed me to supervisor at the end of July 2013. I've got the most incredible customers that I've had since day one, and they now buy 6 bottles at a time. Now, customer service is really, really important to me, and it's key. I keep on top of my customers with a good diary system. I send messages all the time to make sure they're okay and ask how the products are going. I deliver immediately if they ask for anything. I give little presents. I make payment easy, and I answer their messages immediately. I've built trust, but I know they're getting good quality products. So this is me at the 3 success days with my tartan on. I was very patriotic, wasn't I? So supervisor in July 2013, assistant manager in November 2013, and then a manager in July 2015. So as I said, I got to assistant manager, and I thought I was great. Never mind manager, I thought I was great assistant manager. I ticked away retailing, but I was stuck. I didn't have a why. I had stinking thinking. I was having a pity party. I wasn't getting on with my best friend, who was also my upline, who is no longer in the business. My mindset wasn't good. Amanda Hilliard gave me Attitude is Everything book. And to top it all, my world fell apart when my mum was diagnosed with anal cancer and nothing else mattered. She had drastic surgery and tumour removed, as well as her rectum, anus, and part of her bowel, and a stoma fitted. Her positivity throughout was inspirational. She still has ongoing problems, but she gets on with a smile on her face. So that's why I've always got a smile on my face, because if she has, I have. My dad's just delighted about the money she's saving on toilet paper. Whew. In February 2015, I met up with my friend Linda Cooper, my bridesmaid of 35 years. Now, bearing in mind I had been asking her to join my business for 2 years, she finally signed. It was very exciting times. Now, the things that have happened to us since then, you couldn't write it. I'm going to tell you my story, but I'm going to let her tell hers. And watch out, because there's going to be a new Cooper on this stage. Anyway, she is my why, and I'm going to do everything I can to get her what she needs. I promised her, and we're going to do it together. I didn't get manager. We got manager. We, and I say we as in Linda, Suzanne McKechan, Amanda Hilliard, and my team worked and worked, got me to manager in July 2015. Then my proudest moment ever, when we worked again, and Linda achieved manager in September 2015. She gave up her 3 jobs, and watching her pay off bills and have extra cash for her girls was the best feeling ever for me. I knew that I had changed her life forever. Then tragedy struck, my annus horribilis. My mum, in March 2016, my mum and dad both had a car crash, and they both were taken off in an ambulance. Then my mum prolapsed and had to have major surgery again. My stepsister was tragically killed in a car crash. My daughter, Katie, contracted E. coli, and if I hadn't got her to the hospital that night, I don't know what would have happened. What she said to me was, "Mum, I'm fine. I'm just going to go to bed and take more aloe." Aloe does not cure E. coli. Her body was completely septic by the time we got there. But she's fine. She's sitting right there. And Gordon, my first team member, had a heart attack at the wheel of his car and died 3 days later in hospital. Now, I didn't show you all that to get pity. I showed you that to show you my bonus for those 4 months that tragedy was, all these tragedies were happening. Throughout all of that, I looked after my customers and I didn't tell my team. But where do you get that type of money for having 4 months off and doing little or no work? I cannot thank Suzanne McKechan, my upline, for what she did for me during those 4 months. So when you have a few bad chapters, it does not mean your story is over. So on a happier note, what has this amazing business done for me? Well, this is what it's done for us. It's created memories. I'm in charge of the holidays, and my bonus pays for every one of them. So we've had all these brilliant times with the kids and my friends. And I recently surprised my husband with a trip to Venice. I'm going to Dubai shopping with my girlfriends at Christmas, and we're also the family going on holiday at Christmas time too. So I've got a lot of work to do to pay for all of these. We've had so much fun as a team. I get to work with my best friend, and if anyone wants to borrow a sailor outfit, a Mexican, or a Vegas girl, then I have all of these because Amanda Hilliard does love a dress-up party. I have 2 members who have survived breast cancer who would never have met if it wasn't for this business. So it's not just about the money, it's about supporting, listening, and friendships. I've made great friends for life, and I just love helping people. So to finish off, here are my top tips. Don't judge anyone. Offer everyone this business. I'm glad I was asked. Don't blame your upline if things are not going well or they disappear. You don't need them. There's plenty support from upline, downline, crossline. Start worrying if your downline disappears. Don't give up. You just never know who's going to join your business. If I'd given up, how would I have known that Linda was going to join my team and bring 100 people with her? When life happens and you've got a stable business, you still get paid. It's fantastic. Look after your customers and do not take them for granted. And be your best customer. Buy from your own shop and I use at least 1 cc personal every month. And my last tip is you must do the Clean 9 and the Fit 15 if you're going to sell it with passion. Even if you've not got any weight to lose, this is about having a healthy lifestyle, healthy eating and exercise. So I may not be forever famous, but after 4 years, I'm still here. And I will never give up. I don't get upset about what I've not achieved for the work I've not done. I am totally inspired by all the achievers because if it's to be, it's up to me. And this is all there for all of us. I am proud of where I am. I am proud to be a manager. I am proud of my star team. And I'm proud of this to be part of this fantastic company. Thank you.